Pisces, this message comes through when something inside you has already shifted, even if your outer world hasn't caught up yet. You've been sensing it quietly. That subtle loosening. That moment where your heart no longer leans forward the way it used to. And within the next 7 days, that inner shift becomes visible in real life. This is not a dramatic turning point. It's a settling. A deep exhale after holding your breath for far too long. You are not about to lose something. You are about to stop carrying what was never meant to be held alone. What changes now doesn't happen because you finally try harder. It happens because you finally stop overriding yourself. Hi, love, it's Aira. Let's go into what moves, what softens, and what finally frees you within the next 7 days. The first card opens with emotional fatigue coming into full awareness. Pisces, you've been tired in a way that sleep doesn't fix, not exhausted from doing too much, exhausted from feeling too much without enough return. You've been holding space, understanding, hope, patience, quietly telling yourself that if you just stay kind, things will resolve. This card shows the moment you stop judging that fatigue. You stop calling it weakness. You recognize it as information. Your heart is telling you it needs care, not endurance. Within the next 7 days, you admit, maybe only to yourself, that something has been draining you, and that mission changes how you move. What's powerful here is that the moment you acknowledge the fatigue, your nervous system begins to calm. You stop forcing emotional strength. And when you stop forcing, energy begins to return naturally. The second card reveals intuitive knowing becoming impossible to ignore. Pisces, you already know what the situation is. You've known for a while, but you kept softening the truth so it wouldn't hurt. You kept waiting for a sign that would let you believe something different. This card shows intuition stepping forward without emotion attached, not anxious, not hopeful, just clear. You stop asking, what if I'm wrong, and start saying, I know how this feels in my body. Within the next 7 days, something confirms what you sensed all along. It may be small, a tone, a delay, a choice, but it lands deeply. And instead of heartbreak, you feel grounded, because truth finally feels safer than uncertainty. The third card brings emotional boundaries that don't harden your heart. Pisces, this is where people misunderstand you. They think boundaries mean distance. For you, boundaries mean discernment. You don't close, you choose. This card shows you responding less automatically. You pause. You check in with yourself. You ask, do I have the energy for this right now? And sometimes the answer is no, without guilt. Within the next 7 days, your responses change. You give less explanation, less emotional labor, and surprisingly, that doesn't create chaos. It creates respect. Your heart stays open, but it stops bleeding. And that alone shifts the entire situation. The fourth card shows the release of waiting energy. Pisces, you've been waiting emotionally, waiting for clarity, waiting for effort, waiting for timing to line up. Waiting for someone else to meet you where you already are. This card shows you stepping out of the waiting space. Not angrily, not dramatically, just internally deciding that your life doesn't pause anymore. Within the next 7 days, you stop scanning for signs. You stop checking emotionally. You move your attention back to yourself. Before we continue, if you want your full 2026 Pisces forecast, exploring emotional cycles, relationships, finances, and spiritual alignment in depth, that private reading is available for $155. The fifth card reveals a subtle external shift triggered by your inner change. This is where reality responds quietly. A message comes differently. A situation adjusts without explanation. Someone senses your emotional availability has shifted. Because you stop leaning forward, the energy balances itself. Within the next 7 days, you notice that something no longer has the same pull on you. And because it no longer pulls, it no longer controls. This is not about getting what you wanted. It's about regaining emotional sovereignty. The sixth card brings emotional relief before closure. Pisces, closure doesn't arrive as a single moment for you. It arrives in layers. This card shows the first layer, relief. You sleep deeper. You replay less. You feel lighter in your chest. Within the next 7 days, your body responds before your mind does. Your shoulders drop. Your breathing slows. Your thoughts soften. That relief is not temporary. It's your system recognizing safety again. And once your body feels safe, your heart follows naturally. The seventh card shows self-trust replacing hope. Hope kept you tethered. Self-trust frees you. This card shows you no longer hoping something works out. You trust yourself to handle whatever outcome arrives. That's a huge shift for you. Within the next 7 days, your inner dialogue changes. You stop bargaining with the future. You start standing in the present. If this resonates, like, share, comment, and subscribe so this message reaches others who need emotional clarity. The eighth and final card reveals gentle resolution. This situation changes because you stop forcing meaning out of it. You let it be what it is, and in that allowance, it either aligns or fades. Pisces, you don't lose here. You regain peace. And peace gives you back your intuition, creativity, and emotional vitality. What stays meets you gently. What leaves does so quietly. Affirmation: I trust my intuition, honor my emotional limits, and allow clarity to arrive without force.